Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 3 in the NFL preseason right now with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. And Joe Duffy has proven himself in our videos over long term here with his advice and his picks. If you're a first-time viewer, 56% against spread in the NFL last year. Those are not his best bets. Those are just games I asked him to cover. 16-9 against the spread so far in this year's preseason. He's going to cover all 16 preseason Week 3 games. Let's Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me, Peter.
All right, Dallas at Miami. Some interesting line movement on this one, and we'll see what your opinions are on those line movements and the possible betting value that we might be able to find at the current odds. Before we get to it, give a plug for your website, OffshoreInsiders.com.
Yeah, OffshoreInsiders.com. Not only are we working our tails off for preseason football, we'll be doing it during the regular season. College football. This time next week, college football is going to be here, Peter Loshak. And to say the least, I work like crazy there, uncovering all kinds of nuggets. You can get a lot of edges there, too. 27th year in the business professionally, and my home is OffshoreInsiders.com.
Wow. Do you put as much work into college football handicapping as you do into NFL preseason handicapping?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we do more NFL videos with you, but I make a lot of college football picks, and most importantly, especially with the lower profile, the non-power conferences, you can get some great nuggets, and as always, I will tell you what the intel is with the picks. I don't ask you to blindly bet my plays.
Joe Duffy, Dallas at Miami. Dallas is right now a 3-point underdog, and that's down a bit from 3.5, so the market has been betting Dallas down, and the total's 46. High total, that's been bet up from 45, and I guess I can understand why the total movement has happened because the Dallas's defense again is looking awful this year, and Tony Romo though and the weapons on offense looking pretty productive. So I could see why a play on the over even at 46 might be recommended. The movement towards Dallas I don't quite understand. Dallas just tends to be a little bit overvalued. They're 4-11 against the spread in their last 15 preseason road games, so I'm not sure that I'd be too excited about betting Dallas here even at +3. I guess if I had to make a bet right now, I'd go with over 46, but as of right now, before I hear your opinions, I'm passing on this game. What do you like, Joe Duffy?
Yeah, no, I think the Cowboys, just about every year, they're always a team that people either love to bet on or bet against, but especially this year, I think the opinions are so strong either way, and a lot of people are thinking the Cowboys are overrated. So I do think that there's going to be so much action on Dallas games that the lines are going to be bouncing back and forth. It's going to be important to line. It's always important to line shop, but I really think in Cowboys games it's going to be very effective to line shop there. This is another one of those games where, as we get closer to game time, those people that like to get that last-minute information and maybe they follow some of their trusted sources on Twitter as we do. A lot of injuries, information. Looks like Morris Claiborne's probably not going to play, but if he does wind up playing for Dallas, that could affect things. Terrell McClain is out. So Dallas, they don't have a lot of talent on defense, and now it looks like that what little talent that they do have, they might not have a couple of their key players in this contest. But Dolphins tight end Charles Clay, he had 69 pass receptions last year. We consider him, based on our sources, I would list him as questionable to probable. If he does play, that's certainly a big thing in Miami's column. Looks like Noshan Moreno is going to play. But if Moreno does not play for Miami, even if he does play, consider that they don't have a lot of depth at running back. But Ryan Tannehill, I know he's looked good for Miami. I've always had my doubts about him. He looked great in Week 1. He looked fine in Week 2. He's going to be one of my predictably unpredictable quarterbacks. Those people who don't know what that is, just watch us all year long or get my plays. Do both, actually. We'll tell you where we exploit our predictably unpredictable quarterbacks. But I'm not completely sold on him. Matt Moore is finally looking better as backup quarterback. But all in all, with some uncertainty here and with the fact that I think that, contrary to what it is historically, Dallas is even a little bit undervalued because everyone's loving to hate them. The sheet thing, I've heard that a couple sports books haven't even taken any over bets for their win total, which is at 8 at most places. So a lot of people are hating on the Cowboys. I actually think they're slightly undervalued, and especially, it depends. Like you said, it's 3.5. If you can get that 3.5, especially, I would take the Cowboys. But I do think that they're the play here. They might pull off the very mild upset.
All right. Well, we can only give you a +3 right now because that's what the line is currently. You want to make your official play on this one, Dallas +3?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Got it.
But you don't want to touch the over? You don't think the over is an enticing play?
No, I mean, I do think that if anything, Miami's probably going to have to try to establish some type of running game. As I said, they don't have a bunch of depth here. And even though that, yeah, they're going to be doing some regular season type play calling, I also think they've got to find out what they've got at running back. So I can see how they might keep the ball on the ground a little bit. And that's another one of the reasons why I like Dallas, because I think Miami's going to be forced to really test their running back situation. They're not very good there, and they need to try to establish somebody behind Moreno.
Dallas +3 it is. Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Thanks so much.